Hi there, this is savewith Crypto. Okay, so this is a bit of a red Friday, isn't it? Everything's looking pretty grim, really. I was looking at Bitcoin, and it's like I think it's hopefully going to stay in this kind of zone of support here. This goes back to kind of January of this year, sort of thing, when it was sort of like around that area, and then around that area again there. So I'm hoping that it might just sort of go here for a little bit, then continue back up, but it's impossible to know. I mean, it could go one way or the other, couldn't it? But I'm hopefully it will go back up. I mean, there's so much crap going on in the world that all the sentiment of everything is down at the moment. And this also includes the price of eGold, of course, which is down to 143 at the moment, which is quite grim. Now, I just wanted to talk a little bit about passive income. Because I know this is a thing that interests a lot of people, because you can get money for doing nothing, essentially. So that's always good, isn't it? Now, I normally keep quite a bit of crypto in my crypto.com earn feature, which I normally set them up on a Friday, so they run for 3 months and then they finish on a Thursday, and then I kind of reinvest on the Friday with also the proceeds of whatever I've got as well, because you get the kind of interest every 7 days, and so that means I get paid on Friday, which reminds me of when I used to have a normal job a long time ago. The only thing is, what I tend to do is I tend to reinvest my proceeds. Now, for a lot of people who've got smaller amounts of money, this isn't going to be so easy to do, because I was just looking at the minimum limits on crypto.com for using the earn feature. So, for example, today I'm going to look at reinvesting some Cardano, where you need like 250 of those, and also some Polkadot, where you need 10 of those, which I do have, but I appreciate that a lot of people won't have that. So just looking at other options as well. And the other option I'm considering is Freeway. Freeway is something I mentioned before. I've got Bitcoin in there at the moment, and it's earning quite well, actually. It's earning about $3,000 a month, because I've got like 3 Bitcoin in there, or the equivalent of 3 Bitcoin, because you need, at least I think you need 20% of their Freeway token as well, which I don't mind owning, because I think that's going to 10x in the next year or so anyway. But it's a very sort of newish platform. The company's actually been quite well established, but the platform is quite new, and it's a little bit clunky, to be honest. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to purchase this DOT supercharger and also this Cardano supercharger. So let's do the Cardano one first, and I'll show you how I do it. Now you go to this page, and it's got all the products here. So you've got USD, Euro, Bitcoin, BNB, Ethereum, Cardano, Gold, Polkadot. And you can just put in your quantity there and purchase, and you end up purchasing with Ethereum or Bitcoin or something like that. They haven't got a fiat option at the moment, so that's something worth bearing in mind. But the cheaper way to do it is come here, and it's not the most obvious link in the world, is it? But it says buy or sell OTC, right? So you give that a click, and it says use this form to request to buy Freeway superchargers via our OTC partners. OTC is over the counter, by the way. It's usually the cheaper way to do things. So what I want to do is purchase the Cardano one. So what I want to do here is to click the Cardano one, say OK. What amount of Cardano would you like to allocate to your Freeway supercharger? Now I'm going to send over 1014 Cardano. Press OK. Do you want to buy another supercharger or make another transaction? Okay, let's just keep it simple this time. Okay, so the thing is, I've actually been through this process already, and I've actually got the addresses where I need to send the stuff, but I'm just going through this process just to show you what happens. But at this point, I could also add the dot there as well if I wished. So I'll just say no for the time being. And at this point, what you've got is this address here, this Cardano address. And then it says here what you need to do is to send the Cardano to this address and also submit the transaction ID in the support ticket. Because the way this works is, if I was to go accept there and say OK, it generates an email support ticket and you get this information back, and it really is as crude as that. You kind of like just get an email and you say, okay, can I buy a Cardano supercharger with this, and give them the transaction ID, and they go off and do it. So that's what you do. So I'm just going to skip this step now because I've got it already. So what I'm going to do now is go over to my crypto.com app and send the dot, and I'm also going to send the Cardano to the addresses I've got. Okay, so I'm over on my phone now on the crypto.com app, and I'm just going to go transfer and withdraw and external wallet. Now I've already whitelisted this address really, so I can just go withdraw, and I go Cardano maximum amount, withdraw. Okay, actually costs half a Cardano to send that, which is a bit annoying. So I'm going to confirm that, and then I need the code sent to my phone, 157652, and I also need the authenticator app. Okay, so that's the Cardano sent. And then I need to send the dot, polka dot. So I'm going to transfer that, withdraw that, external wallet. And you see again, I've already whitelisted this address for Freeway OTC. Now in crypto.com, you now have to wait 24 hours before you can use these addresses. It's obviously an extra safety feature they put in. Okay, so I'm going to withdraw that dot, withdraw all my dot. That costs 0.1 of a dot to send over. SMS verification code again, and I need a 2FA. Okay, so that's the dot sent over. Okay, so you see down here it says, withdrawn, it says pending. When that says completed, I'll be able to get the transaction ID from that. Let me just check the Cardano one. Yeah, that's still pending as well. Okay, so I just got a notification saying that the dot withdrawal is complete. So what you do on crypto.com, you go over to here, and where it says withdraw to, and then it's got the address there. If you click that, you then get the transaction hash, so I can copy that. I'll probably email that to myself so that I can then reply to the support ticket. And if I look at the Cardano one now, I can see that's complete as well. So I can give that a click and copy that transaction hash and also send that to myself. So what I did, I replied to the email. I just said, hi, can you please set up the following dot and ADA superchargers, and how much dot, transaction ID, how much adder, and then the transaction ID. And then I added here, do I still need 20% in FWT, Freeway Token, to activate the superchargers? I have some spare already, but if I need more, I'll do it later. This is because I think at the moment they might be changing the way they're working, actually. I'm not sure you do actually need the 20% in Freeway Token, but I'll find out when I get an answer anyway. Now then, I was hoping to get an answer fairly quickly so I could finish this video, just showing you what had happened sort of thing. But I haven't yet, so I'm going to publish the video anyway, and then you'll have to subscribe to make sure you see what happened next. Okay, so I'll leave it for the time being. But Freeway is an interesting project. I like it. I mean, some people are a little bit worried about safety and security and all that kind of thing. If you look into it, I mean, to me, it seems as safe as anything, really. That said, I'm not putting everything into it at all. I've just got that kind of three Bitcoins and then a little bit of Cardano, a little bit of DOT. And I started doing this seriously on the 1st of January. And so far, it's earned $7,234 in rewards, which is cool. That's not bad, is it? In what's that? Just over 2 months. So in a year, that would be something like $36,000 or something like that, which is like a wage, really, isn't it? My idea is that's going to pay the rent when I sell this house and then rent a new one. And then meanwhile, I'm going to wait for the Bitcoin to go up in value, and then eventually, when I find out where I want to live, I'll cash all this in and then buy a house with it. That's the idea. So if you're interested in Freeway, I mean, do take a look at it. I mean, none of this is financial advice. You do understand that, don't you? I'm just quite happy to tell you what I'm doing and, you know, why I'm doing it, really. So in Freeway, you can stake USD and Euro. And the rates for these are astonishing, like 43% for that. Bitcoin, you get 33%. BNB 20%. In fact, everything else is 20%. Cardano, I'll get 20%. Gold, you get 20%, and DOT, you get 20%. So if you're interested, then do have a look at the link in the description, which will get you the best rate. And if you think that's pretty cool, give the video a like. If you didn't like it, click dislike twice. Do make sure you're subscribed. Tick the notification bell and tick it on all as well, so you get all the notifications. Because I will be doing another video in a few hours' time later today, and you'll want to know when that comes out. But above all, tell your friends.